We get our inspiration for building bikes from a lot of places, but if your inspiration comes from a homage for your grandfather, you better get it right and you better make it number one.
When you get on your bike, you forget about everything else, you forget about all your problems, you're riding the bike, you're having a ball, and you feel like a little kid again. My bike journey started from when I was a kid, and I wasn't allowed to have a motorbike till I was 14, and I bought a GT360 and I kick-started the bike, fired it up, and it was like I was a tiny little fart of a kid. It was like so much power, it was unreal, I loved it. My grandfather used to race motorbikes right back as far as 1915. They used to do this race from Sydney down to Melbourne, and it was a very famous race, and my grandfather used to do that, and they used to race the Bathurst motorcycle meeting. As I was growing up, I just rode bikes just for fun, and then I got really heavily involved in car racing, and a good mate of mine, Ian Luff, used to say to me, you know, if you want to be number one, you've got to think number one. When I won the championship in 2009, this bike got built afterwards. It was only going to ever be number one. What I love about this bike when I do ride it, it's like that I've gone back in time, and although I never rode with my grandfather, I feel like I'm riding his bike. And I know his bike was from a long, long time apart. But that's why I've done the tribute Norton bike, because he rode Norton, real Norton. And I sometimes feel like he's riding with me. It's a 2007 Kawasaki. It's electric start, and everyone thinks it's a real old school vintage bike. And we pull up at Bald Hill and people tell me, oh, that's a lovely Norton you've got there. And I said, no, it's not a Norton, it's a Kawasaki W650. And some people I even have to show them the ID plate because they don't believe me. And then they go, oh yeah, you're right. The three things that I love about this motorbike is the fairing, the tank, and the seat, and the bobtail. What would my grandfather think of this bike? I think he'd love it, I really do.
Inspiration will take you so far, but that's only where the journey begins. So get out there and ride it.